Welcome to WatchGuard's Daily Security Bite. I'm Corey Nachreiner. Today's story is the Petya Ransomware. Over the weekend, a number of stories cropped up talking about a new piece of ransomware that seems to encrypt an entire hard drive rather than individual files. Now, these stories are based on research from Trend Micro and G-Data. Now, here's how the malware works. It seems to be targeting businesses in Germany by sending an email message that appears to be a job application. So it seems to target HR departments. Now, if you get this email, it might have a Dropbox link attachment. If you click that Dropbox link, which is pretending to be a resume or CV, it's actually a malicious downloader that installs this ransomware on your computer. Now, if you run this file, it will actually cause your computer to have a blue screen of death, which forces it to reboot. And when your computer is booting, you'll see it run what is actually a fake check disk program. Now, you might have seen the real check disk. This is when Windows computers, while they boot, they might find some sort of issue with your hard drive, so they scan the files to make sure everything is okay. Now, this particular ransomware will run a fake version of check disk when in reality it's actually encrypting part of your hard drive. So really what the ransomware is doing is it starts by overwriting the master boot record of your hard drive. This prevents Windows from booting anymore and kind of gains control of the boot process. More importantly, the ransomware also encrypts something called the master file table. This is a table on your hard drive that kind of keeps track of the names and locations of all the files on your hard drive. So once this is encrypted, your computer really doesn't know where files are any longer. However, there is one important note here. It actually doesn't encrypt the entire hard drive as some of the news headlines suggests. It just encrypts this MFT, or master file table. This means there might be a chance you can get your files back. There's various disk recovery programs out there that are able to recover kind of erased or messed up sections of hard drives. While you might get your files back without their proper names, there is a chance of recovery. So this may not be as devastating as other ransomware samples out there. In any case, it's an interesting new variant of ransomware, one that seems to be affecting German users right now but could spread around the world. What should you do about this? Well, all the normal things. You should be careful what you download, be careful for these sort of phishing emails, and run antivirus. I have downloaded a sample of this and do know WatchGuard's own gateway antivirus does detect this ransomware. One other personal opinion, I actually don't think this ransomware will be as effective as some of the crypto ransomware out there like CryptoWall or Tesla Crypt. First of all, the fact that it's not really encrypting the entire hard drive means you might get some of your files back. But more importantly, I don't think the psychology of this ransomware is as good as other ransomware. One important issue is because it overwrites the master boot record, your computer is unusable. You can't get into Windows. So even though it's giving you a screen telling you how to get to Tor to pay the ransom, you're going to have to get another computer to actually go and pay that ransom. It makes it harder for you as a victim if you only have one computer that's now locked. The reason I think things like CryptoWall are more effective is it leaves Windows usable. You can actually use your infected computer to actually go and pay the ransom. On top of that, psychologically, even though you can't access your files, you're in Windows. You can see your files with some new extension. You know they're there. So psychologically, I actually think it's much harder on users to have a usable computer where they see all their data is available, but they just can't get to it. Meanwhile, this ransomware makes your computer not boot properly, and it makes it much harder for you to pay the ransom, and I just don't feel it's as psychologically as intimidating as things like CryptoWall. Anyways, just an interesting new piece of ransomware that came out. If you're a German HR person, be sure to be on the lookout for this malicious email. That's it for today's story. Thank you for watching.